I've been given 1 minute to speak to you. 1 minute, 60 seconds. Hardly enough time to list the myriad of words that describe Wanda and her accomplishments. The one word I will use is passionate. Her passion for her faith, family, friends, and community is boundless. She continues to share her time and talent. Wanda is never too busy to design a poster, create a birthday invitation, and initiate a community event, or paint a wall. She possesses an extraordinary talent that never fails to amaze. Perhaps I'm singing to the choir, as Panola County is quite aware of her achievements. What a joy for me to participate in honoring Wanda Jones Hanszen. How appropriate for her to be one of the first inductees for the new Art Walk of Fame in downtown Carthage. Congratulations.
When Ben and I were engaged in September of 2011, I knew deep down that I would love for Wanda to create our wedding invitations. She is such a talented artist, and I love her whimsical handwriting, and I knew it would be the perfect match for our brunch wedding, and it would truly set the tone. I still remember as a small girl attending her daughter Brooke's wedding, and I have fond memories of that evening. And I loved her invitations and her programs, and even the napkins at the reception. It was all so lovely, and I knew that I would love to have a little bit of Wanda and her special touch at our wedding as well. She truly uses her creativity and God-given gifts to bless others. And we have so many wonderful mementos from our wedding, from our invitation, which we had framed, and I love being able to look at it often and remember the wonderful event of our wedding, and all the special memories. And I just want Wanda to know that these are treasures to us, and they hold a special place in our heart, and we are so thankful.
When Wanda and Jerry and Phil Jimerson and a few others and I formed a committee to start a community festival in Carthage, I think it was about 1980, Wanda was the obvious choice to create all the graphics. She's very talented and creative, and most of all, very generous in lending her artistic gifts to any community cause. Wanda designed the distinctive potlatch logo. That logo was on everything from billboards to signs and flags and stores and tickets and everything that had anything to do with potlatch. All the promotional materials were designed by Wanda, and she also helped really plan the advertising campaign so we could get the word out to the area about the festival. If it hadn't been for Wanda, there would not have been a professional among us. And without her expertise, I know the event wouldn't have been nearly as classy. We also benefited from hers and Jerry's experience in Beaumont, where they had worked for a community festival there. I think helped organize it. Wanda's creativity, her professionalism, and her generosity just lent so much to the community in those days, and I'm certain after that. Her distinctive stylized calligraphy is always recognizable and beautiful in any application. Thank you, Wanda.
Everyone needs a talented, dear friend like Wanda. We have decorated for parties and done many projects together. I might hear Wanda say, "Tony, it doesn't have to be centered," or "It's okay to mix all those colors together," or "Just turn it over and let's see how that looks." She has created posters, invitations, programs, hundreds of signs for friends, festival, banquets, a bank logo, and we have co-authored a cookbook together. Nothing is impossible. Wanda truly has a God-given gift that has beautified our community for years.
I'm Linda Williams-Roush, one of a cohort of high school girls who were greatly influenced by Wanda when she and Jerry moved to Manny, Louisiana in 1964. We were intrigued by everything she did, from including an actual trumpet in a painting to using one of Jerry's tie tacks as a pin on her dress. However, Wanda's influence didn't stop with our group. The community at large benefited from her talent. In addition to creating beautiful spaces and things, Wanda inspired us all to look for the beautiful and the unique in unexpected ways.
When I was a child growing up in Beaumont, Texas, we lived right across the street from the Hanszens. And Miss Wanda had painted these bunk beds for Kent that looked like a treehouse. And I was always so jealous of the treehouse beds. So when I had boys of my own, I wanted them to have a really fun bed. So I had my dad build these beds in the shape of train engines. And then I asked Miss Wanda to paint them for me. And she made them come to life. They looked like real steam engines. They were fabulous. The kids loved them, and we still have them in our attic to hopefully be used in the future.
I grew up attending First United Methodist Church on South Shelby there in Carthage. And when we were kids, Wanda painted this beautiful mural in our children's building of the Bible story of Noah's Ark. And it's this giant boat, and there's these paired animals all sort of stuffed in, and they all look hopeful and happy. And there's not a time in my life that I hear the story of Noah's Ark that I don't think of that image of the hopefulness and all the life that's captured as the animals pile on to ride out the storm, trusting the Lord. Also, of course, in Carthage, I attended Baker Kuntz, and along the hallways there, Wanda painted these sort of elf-like creatures. They're colorful, and they're kind of in funny hats, and they're in trees and under mushrooms, and they have these one line or a couple of line phrases in her very distinct artistic flair. where it will say things like be joyful or make your own music or take time for yourself. And so I'm grateful to Wanda for her impact on the young people of Panola County. And I don't know another person that deserves an award for such talent more than Mrs. Hanszen.
I love that friends like Hillary have fond memories of Mom's work in area churches and schools, as do I. However, I also have memories of spending whole summers in hot, unair-conditioned cafeterias while she painted them. My guess is that Hillary tagged along on some of those days to keep me company, and I'm certainly glad that she remembers the finished product, not just the process. But those minor inconveniences were worth it for the many projects Mom has done over the years to make things special for my family. There were large murals in nurseries and bedrooms for the boys, with each one being harder to paint over as they outgrew them. There are paintings for our homes and offices, custom invitations and flower arrangements for every occasion, not to mention countless hours arranging furniture and deciding where to hang those paintings. When you stop and really think of all the things over the years, you realize how we were able to have these amazing spaces that would have never been possible without her talent. I sure hope she doesn't send me the bill. Mom has definitely used her talent and eye to bring not only her ideas, but all of our ideas to life with skill and creativity. No matter the medium or materials, she opened our minds to seeing things in a new way, setting our imaginations free. On behalf of everyone that has been fortunate enough to see you work or the art in the finished product, thank you for choosing to share your gift with so many.